Hello everyone and welcome to Beginner's Code, a place for you to learn with me as I dive deeper into the coding world. Before I start, this video is brought to you by SiteGround. If you're looking for a hosting service that is fast, reliable and has great customer service, please do check out the link in the description below. This is an affiliate link, so if you do end up being a SiteGround customer through my link, I will receive a little and this will be extremely beneficial for the channel. Or if you're wanting to learn more about Python, then make sure you check out my website, Instagram or GitHub for projects. The links for these will all be in the descriptions below, so please do check them out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from me as I teach you through the basics. Today we will be creating a simple text editor using the Tkinter library. We will be able to write on the editor and then save the file with a .txt extension. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just import the Tkinter libraries that we need. So from Tkinter, we will import all, and then from Tkinter, we will import TTK. So TTK is just themed widgets that come with Tkinter. Now, we will also import two different file systems that we need. So from Tkinter.file dialog, we will import ask open file and ask save as file name. Next, we will define a function that will allow us to open a file. So def open underscore file, and this will take in a variable called blank that we will be creating later. And the blank will basically just allow us to input text. So blank dot delete, and here we'll just put in 1 and end. And now we will create a variable called file, which will be assigned to the ask open file. So ask open file, and this will take in two parameters. The first will be a read parameter, so it will allow us to read the file. And the second is the file type. And at the moment, we will only be working with .txt, so we will only be inputting a text file. So if I do mode is equal to R for read, and then file types is equal to a list of tuples that holds text files, and then asterisk.txt. So the asterisk is there to basically allow us to use .txt as an extension regardless of what the actual name is. So if you see here, the text editor, the file name is texteditor.py. So the asterisk here is basically being used for the text editor here. And then if file is not none, so if the file is not empty, then we will create a new variable called text, and this will just be assigned to the method of file.read. So it's basically allowing us to read whatever is in the file. And then we will do blank.insert, and we will just insert the text that is within the file onto this text entry that we will be making at the bottom. Next, we'll make another function called save file, and this will hold a text variable that will be assigned blank.get, and that will take in 1.0 and end. Now we will create another variable called file, and this will be assigned to the ask save as file name. So ask save as file name. And what we're going to have here is a title and then the file types again. And as we're saving a file here, it makes sense to have the title as save. So title save, and then file types, again, will be a list of tuples that holds text files and asterisk.txt. Next, we will open the file using read write. So this will allow us to actually write data onto the text document and then save it. So with open, file, and then W. So W stands for write, as data, and then data.write text. So here we are actually we are opening the file as write or read write as the variable called data, and we are then on the next line using the variable data to write the text, whatever has been written here. So now we can create or instantiate the TK variable. So if I create a variable called window and assign it to the TK class, and then window.title, and that will be equal to text editor. So this will basically just give the title of text editor in the top, on the top of the GUI. The next line will be menu bar. So we'll create a menu bar variable that will be assigned the menu class from Tkinter, and that will just take in the window that we've made here, the instantiation of the TK. So window.config, and then menu is equal to menu bar. So we are just putting the menu bar into the window here. Next, we'll create a file menu. So it will be a variable that will hold the menu instantiation that actually takes in the menu bar that we've created just above. So file menu is equal to menu, and this will take in menu bar, and this will have a value of tear off, which is equal to 0. Next, we will use the menu bar variable that we've created and just add a cascade. So this will basically allow us to, as you see at the top here, we have file, edit, selection, view. What we're doing here is just adding a file. So this will allow for a drop-down menu. So add cascade, label is equal to file, and then menu is equal to file menu. So here the drop down menu will be equal to the file menu, and the file menu is equal to the menu bar. So next we will be adding the options that come with the drop down menu. So file menu.add command, and we will add in open. So this will allow us to open a file. And then we will have command is equal to open file. Next we will add file menu.add command, and this will take in the save with the command equal to save file. So here what we're doing is just adding these two functions to buttons. So we're not actually calling the functions here, because if we were to, then it would actually cause them to run. What we want to do is have them called when they're clicked. So the command that we're passing in, when a user clicks on the save menu or the save button in the menu, then it will actually cause this function to be called and allow for the code to start working. The last one we'll do is menu.add command, and this will take in label with exit, and this will just allow us to close the text editor if we want to. So command is equal to window.destroy, and that is a function that comes built in with the instantiation of the TK class. Next we'll create this blank variable that we've been using up here. So blank is equal to text, and that will take in window, and then the font of Arial, and the font size of 10. And then we will use the pack method to just pack it onto the screen. So it will just place it straight onto the screen wherever it is. And finally, we will just use the if name is equal to main, then window.main loop. So now if I save this, and now if I head over to my terminal and cd into the desktop, and then Python 3 text editor, you can see that this simple text editor has opened, which we now have a file drop-down menu here that says open, save, or exit. So now if I type in hello world, this was created using Python and the Tkinter library, and if I save this, and then I can just call this hello world dot. Actually, I don't need to put dot because we have the .txt file extension down here. And then if I hit save, and then I can close this, we actually have a file here that is helloworld.txt. That's all for today's video. Hopefully this has helped you understand how some programs that we interact with on a daily basis run behind the scenes. There is a lot more we can do to adjust this and make it a little more difficult, so if you wanted to add further extensions, then it could make things a little harder. If there's anything you'd like me to cover further, please don't hesitate in reaching out to me by dropping a comment below on Instagram or through my website. Stay tuned, as in my next video I will be creating a small geometric design using the Turtle library. If you liked what we've been through today and you want to learn more, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date. Thank you and see you next time.